Hello everyone, I am Gabriele, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about Tenontosaurus perfect diet. How to get to 100% growth with Tenontosaurus with zero risks. Well, you still have a couple of risks, but all in all they are controlled risks within your reach, let's say. So let's go over it. At the moment I am at Eastern Delta Swamp. This is X-Body River pouring into Eastern Delta Swamp. On these river banks you can find wild potato flowers, which is just great because it's not such a hot spot. It's very harsh, it's very difficult for a dino to be here nowadays. Now this might change in next patch, this might change in the next update. These hotspots go moving depending on where certain plants are placed, for example, or where certain AI is placed, or how the map has been remodeled, for example, see Northwest. Now, let's go over it. Let's open Vulnona.com together and I will show you my favorite route when playing Tenontosaurus. Check it over there, that is Rock Temple as a reference point, the one that is on my hump, let's say. Open it on Vulnona.com. Let's go over it. Let's go on Vulnona. Open. Alright. Now, we are at the moment here. Here, do you see this potato? You can find wild potato roots, wild potato flowers in this riverbank, on this riverbank. And the reference point, Temple Rock Tripod, is the one we see from afar as a reference point again. But this is where we are now. This is the last spot you want to be in. Now, what's in your diet as a Tenontosaurus? You have three things. Radish root, which is kind of annoying. Now, let's go here and say that we want to see all of these foods. Actually, we want to select on Vulnona.com. Mountain ash, because it is on our diet. Potatoes, because they are on our diet. And radish. Now, radish root is probably the hardest thing to come by, because it can be found only northwest. Only northwest. I'm gonna remove potatoes and radish. If you spawn northwest, which I advise you to, mind that you spawn north of Old Swamp River, north of former Spiky River. This is the river I'm talking about. Spawn north. If you spawn south of this river, make sure you make your way north. You can find, unless you find radish root, and then you can make your way north, because you don't have to cross to wade any river, any water, until you are by Delta River. Also, because you can get mountain ash, radish root. Radish root is probably the hardest thing to come by, because northwest is a hotspot. Everything can kill you. It's more likely that you find someone that wanna kill you northwest than southwest, than center, than east side of the map. So spawn here. It doesn't matter if you lose a 5 minutes Tenontosaurus. Again, we are talking about a 5 minutes, 10 minutes at most Tenontosaurus. Risk it all. Have your fill of radish root. Eat 300% nutrient. 300% nutrient with a full belly. And then you know, alright, I can proceed east side. You sniff the air and you proceed east side. Mind it and be careful around this. There is jungle gully, there is a canyon, former shallows, and you need to be careful not to fall off this canyon, because otherwise you die, obviously. So mind it to keep a east heading. So it's almost better if you see the beach from afar. There is another canyon here, then there is another cliff north here, so be careful of this. If you fall down here, you have to go back all the way north in order to get back in here, and probably you need to go back in this spot in order to drink, so be careful. Be careful of canyons on both sides, on both north and south side. Once you reach Delta River, you just have to cross it. Wade it, make sure there is no Deinosuchus. There shouldn't, because it's not such a hot spot. If there is, well, you have been unlucky. Well, there is always that risk, but once you are here, you can have potatoes, for example, already, you can have already potatoes. Do not probably eat as much as you can here, and then do not eat anything until you make your way down and you find yourself some nice mountain ash. Mountain ash being only southeast in these two swamps. Check it. Wow, mountain ash. Mountain ash. It's all around this place. So by the time you reach this point, you already have will have mountain ash. Your potatoes will be depleted. Now there is a bug that I have noticed, and Longfox tested it for me, for everyone, I guess. Thank you so much, man. That when you go from 3 nutrients to 2 nutrients, so you go from a perfect diet to a great diet, actually not yet on a great diet, you go from 3 nutrients to 2 nutrients because one of these 3 nutrients go to 0%, just wait a little bit, because your growth stage will be like, can I show it to you in here? Yeah. So this is my Tenontosaurus. You press insert and imagine that I don't have any more wild potato roots. I still have mountain ash, I still have radish root, but my potato nutrient is not here anymore. It's 0%. Now, if you go on my growth rate increased by 120%, there is a brief moment where your growth rate goes from 120 to 200%, and it starts going down from 200% to 120, from 3 nutrients to 2 nutrients. So you can, let's say I'm right here. If in the air I will probably notice some wild potato flowers. I don't have any more I am no longer on a 3 nutrients diet. I have just 2 nutrients now. Mind it, it's just use your imagination. I am on 2 nutrients. Now, there is wild potato flowers right down here. Unfortunately, I can't show it to you. Yeah, see them? These are wild potato flowers. You dig for roots with your Tenontosaurus, and then you are ready to eat them. Now, wait to eat them until your growth rate has been increased from 200% to 120. Then you know, and still decreasing up to 50%, but when you hit this 120% again, you start eating wild potato roots just a bit, just 1%, 2%. So you can stay in between the 3 nutrients and the 2 nutrients, just to get 200% growth rate in your animal. Not only Tenontosaurus, this bug is working for everything. So you have a 200% bonus when you go from 3 nutrients to 2 nutrients. And this 200% is going down until they reach the 50% growth stage bonus. But at 120, if you already have a food source nearby that you need, in this case wild potato roots, I don't know if you see them, well, they are here, you eat again a 1% in order, or 2%, in order to get 1% of them, in order to get them to deplete from 3 nutrients to 2 nutrients again. So you go from that 120% growth stage bonus to 200% and depleting up to 120. Then you repeat. This is actually huge. But I hope this was not about how you can use this bug with any playable, but it was about Tenontosaurus. Again, I go astray, sorry about that. Well, that's all. Again, I'm gonna recap it as Tenontosaurus. This is my best advice I have for you, in my opinion. Again, you wanna spawn northwest, you risk it all, it's a die or live situation, you get 300% radish root, you stay on the northern side of Old Swamp River, you stay on the northern side of former shallows / jungle gully, and you continue east. You continue east up to Delta River. You wait Delta River, you have as much as many potatoes as your belly allows it, and then you go south. This route is not free of dangers, but if you keep yourself in the woods, in the forest, you will be fine. There is a couple of Carnotaurus or even Utahs growing here because there is plenty of AI, but compared to center here, lemon fields, compared to lemon fields, trash pit, lemon road, the eastern side of Delta River, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's actually good. It's actually very good in my opinion. Very, very, very good. So you want to go south until you reach East Delta Swamp, West Delta Swamp, get Mountain Ash, and then do that trick that I just explained with Tenontosaurus. But you can do it with any playable really. But this route is my favorite when playing Tenontosaurus at the moment. It's just the best. There is a very high chance that you will manage to grow your Tenontosaurus to 100% in this diet update / patch pro carnivores. Well, that's all for today. That's all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Consider subscribing my channel. This is my beautiful 100% Tenontosaurus. I did just what I said in order to grow this beauty. Well, that's all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Tenontosaurus, please broadcast and let any Carnotaurus know that we are here. Well, bye bye.